Made at the Douglas County Jail. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up or press 1. To prevent calls from this facility, press 9. Hello. This is a prepaid debit call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. For more information about our privacy policy, please visit www.connectnetwork.com. After the beep, press 5 to accept this call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording of my call. Is there any information that I need to know?
An envelope went out today with a USB key that has your Word document and all the other files you requested. It has legal discovery written on the outside of the envelope. And your website is not up yet. I've been checking it. They said to give it till Thursday morning, so I'm still checking, and that's all I know.
Okay, that's fine. In case anybody's wondering, when I said I ran across the field about a quarter to a half mile, that's running across my field. And as I got to the other property, and I'm yelling at this guy to stop shooting, and I'm running towards him, my dog Brandy is running towards me, and we're being shot at. And no, I didn't turn the recorder on until after I had held her for several moments after she was shot right in front of me. As she's running towards me, she's being shot at, and she fell at my feet, and I grabbed her and held her. And then it was only then after I got up, I started walking towards him, that I turned the recorder on. So, no, you're not going to hear me running across the field because I didn't have the recorder on at that time. But, the guy, he's a moron. He tries to pick things apart and to find things that aren't there. He tries to create. It's just like the corrupted FBI. They create the illusion of when there is no facts to support what they're smoking.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of them. I think they call it COINTELPRO is the operation where they frame innocent people. And, I got your mail today, and it talks about all these people that you've got within, it's just so many people's lives have been destroyed that have done nothing. And, but at the core of it, it's clear. They fear us. They fear us because we speak the truth to power, and regardless of the fact we've hurt nobody, they can't stand that.
Yeah.
They dare not let people realize what's really going on, that it's a corporation posing as government. But the thing is that, I'm sure these other people are the same way. I know that if I don't make a stand and expose this corruption, I've got nothing. I'll have nothing. I'll never be safe. My family will never be safe. And that's just not acceptable. And what we are doing, effectively, all those people that I read about today, and me, we're defending freedom. And that's all it's about.
Amen. Mike, I tell people it's a war. Have you ever heard of a man by the name of Eddie Miller? He's 71 years old, and he runs marathons like the New York Marathon.
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, I had this conversation with him earlier this week. He's invited me to be on his radio program this coming Saturday. He's on a program called Blood River Radio. It's going to be nationally broadcast. The focus is going to be on a 22-year-old man named Jacob Scott Goodwin, who got sentenced to 8 years for a street fight. He's a white guy, and then there was a black dude who murdered somebody, and he also got 8 years. So you got a white dude getting 8 years for a street fight and a black dude getting 8 years for murder. But in any event, I just wanted to share with you that I am going to go on that radio show, and I'm going to try to advocate for political prisoners, promote the website, and I'm going to talk about that particular case. His parents, Jacob Scott Goodwin's parents, are also going to be on the show. So I got to focus on, his case, but I'm going to try to point people to the website where they see that there's a lot bigger picture going on here. We have a huge injustice, and you know, people will say Anna Von Reitz has the answer, and that whole crowd. I'm a little bit familiar with their meeting style. They use Robert's rules of order, and you have to speak in turn, and blah blah blah. And that's all fine and dandy. But I'm trying to, you know, my perception, Mike, is we are in an absolute war, right? It's a war, and the other side is they don't play by any rules. It's like they will just use whatever illegal, unethical, immoral tactic they can to destroy you, and they have unlimited funds from the Federal Reserve, and we have God. We have God, you know.
What they don't, like in my case, this Judge Girard, he acted as a witness via his act of testifying. He testified to the jury that I was not an ambassador. Right? Well, if he's going to be a witness, he can't be a judge too. And, you know, just emphasize to these people that what I'm doing and what everybody else seems to be doing, we're defending the truth, the freedom, and at least in my case, individual liberty.
Yeah.
And if they want to, you know, wake up we the people and support what is real Americana, which is individual liberty, which is what this country is all about, the time is now, because they're coming after us one by one. They're taking us out one by one. And just for speaking about the corrupt corporation posing as government, just exposing these frauds that are occurring, our lives are being destroyed.
Yeah, and that's true. That's true.
Today here on the news, there was a guy that ran over a man, killed him, left the scene. He was drunk driving. He got a year and a day. Of course, he's wearing a suit, and he's some insider.
Right.
There was another guy that was sentenced to 40 to 60 years for threatening somebody, and unintentionally. Nobody's killed. Nobody's hurt. He was involved in a car wreck where he had been drinking. Okay, and they thought he was violent because he'd just been in a car wreck and he was shook up.
Yeah. Wow.
He got a 40-year sentence. He doesn't get a parole for 20 years.
Wow.
Nobody died. This other guy killed a man, ran over him as a drunk driver, ran over him, killed him, and left him laying there dead. He gets a year and a day.
Mike, I got another prisoner phone call, brother. I got another one.
God bless you.
Okay, God bless you, Mike. We're praying for you. Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.